What's going on, Cantina patrons? He's Darth Paul, I'm Padawan Dave.
And welcome to the Mudhorn Cantina.
Alrighty, Cantina patrons, today's episode's going to be a little bit different. Hopefully quite fun for you guys. I mean, I hope all of our episodes are fun for you guys. But yeah, we've actually been up in our loft, which I don't know if everyone calls it a loft. I think, like, attic, is it?
Yeah, probably attic in the US and other parts of the world.
Yeah, essentially the space above us. We're actually quite lucky. Our loft pretty much encompasses our whole property, right? We've got quite a lot of storage space up there.
Yeah, it's quite large, really.
Yeah.
It's, like, headroom in places are difficult.
Yeah, of course.
It is quite
With beams
like, long and
things
wide,
like that. Yeah. So as I said, we've got a lot of storage space up there, which really helps us because we don't have a great deal of space, or at least not anymore, with all of our various displays going on kind of all around the place. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff up there. And recently we've been like throwing some things away, rubbish, garbage that we've just been
condensing
hoarding.
Some stuff down, repackaging some things.
Yeah, and sort of putting everything in a good order. I've got a lot of Funko Pops up there. You've got a lot of Lego.
Yeah.
We've got Hot Toys, and then kind of empty boxes anyway of statues and models or whatever. But we have actually found a lot of older things that there's even some stuff you collected more kind of like in your teen, and some things even for Star Wars that we can probably show off in later episodes. But there's a lot of things that I used to collect, particularly in my teens. I've got like my OG Pokemon cards that I found, a lot of wrestling figures from the 80s and 90s, and then again from the kind of Attitude Era. I think there's some other TCGs. Those are all going to go on our other channel, the Geek Lounge, if you did want to check those out. But this is a box of old Star Wars toys that we found. Now, before anyone gets excited, and I'm using the word old, I am kind of talking like 25 years old. They're sadly not 70s and 80s, kind of the toys that you had as a youngster. But yeah, been harping on. Let's maybe get into this battered box. I don't even know
this
what
does look pretty old.
that is on there. Residue, tape residue. I think I did look at these though. It's not been years since I looked at these. I'm pretty sure we had our godkids come over the last time they stayed with us. I think it was about 6-7 years ago, and I think I did open it up just so they could have a play around and see what it was. But I honestly don't remember too much what's in here apart from this very first one, which I'll show off, which is a Jabba the Hutt figure with chewed off hands. I'll give you guys close-ups as well, so you can see. But yeah, my friend, who sadly I've sort of lost contact with now, but he literally lived like 6 doors down from us. He gave me a few of these actually. And I can't remember the others, but I definitely know this one because he had 2 Jabba the Hutts, and he had obviously a pristine one, and then he gave me this one where like the right hand is completely chewed off, and then a couple of fingers of the left chewed off by a dog. It's still cool to have. Got this weird kind of sliding function, I guess you can sort of give him, but I guess these are Hasbro. I don't even like remember.
Yeah, they'd have to be, right? I don't think anybody else has ever had the license since Kenner.
Again, these are like 25, let's put somewhere between maybe 24 and 27 years ago, I think. But so, I mean, this Jabba could be older because like he gave it to me around 25 years ago, so he'd certainly had it before. Did you want to dip in and pull some out? It's almost a bit like a mystery box for you, isn't it?
Yeah, because I probably haven't seen these, right? What's up there? Is it? Yeah, that's probably a disappointment. There's some. I know what this is. So that's a bullet. Oh, right.
We'll get to that in a minute. So this is Yoda's backpack that Luke wears. It's from Empire. So that's how he is, if you wanted to. Again, we'll give you guys close-ups. It's probably all a bit messy here with this box in our face as well. So that's the Yoda figure, not really much.
I'm sure it's just been sitting in a box all this time. It's probably not actually in a bad condition.
Yeah, I think these are fairly like okay, to be honest. I
can't really see any like kind of paint chipping or.
Do I have a Luke? I mean, there's a couple of Lukes in here. It's not quite like the. I was almost expecting like the
Dagobah Luke in the like in his
like training outfit
tank top or whatever.
Yeah, I've got the Funko Pop of it, but yeah, maybe I don't. There's a lot of dust in this box. It's kind of playing with my nasal passages a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. See, this is because that's Hoth Luke.
Yeah.
Unless it came with Hoth Luke, or maybe I had Yoda separately and he just came with.
Maybe.
Either way, that's like Yoda I guess, with his satchel.
Yeah.
Luke carries him in, doesn't he, when he's training? I mean, yeah, we already kind of showed that off a bit. Completely forgot as well. Yoda does have his walking stick.
Okay, so you've actually got some of the parts as well.
Yeah, I think I do have all of the. As I said, when you're in your teens, and I was collecting and displaying these.
Yeah, you take care of things a bit.
Yeah, but you do keep them. It's your choice as a kid.
Yeah.
You like you don't play with this. Pick 10 toys you don't play with anymore and throw them away. We're getting rid of them. And no, I want to keep my toys. As a teen, you're like, oh no, these are my display pieces. These aren't toys, Mum. These are display pieces. Yeah, there's a look at the Hoth Luke for you guys. Again, give you close up so you can see it. Nice kind of vibrant lightsaber. I feel the lightsabers don't look too bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad at all, actually, does it? Considering I kind of do remember the OG ones where it was just like literally a strip that was kind of like in the arm for them to like you could extend it.
Oh, is that how it worked?
Yeah, and it was like kind of like built into the arm, so it looked like it was actually kind of coming out, but it was basically just perpendicular to.
Because these don't have like joints, or do they?
No, they are like just a single articulation.
Yeah, but it isn't a straight arm, though, is it? So.
No, exactly. Yeah, it is. Yeah, in this case, it is bent. For its time, these still look like really good. I think.
Yeah, it's a shame I didn't as I said, I liked to display things, so it was always ripping out of boxes. Obviously, Funko. I still prefer Funkos out of box, to be honest. I just feel you see much more of the detail of the figures. Sometimes when there's so much going on, you don't actually see it when it's in its box. But yeah, that's more a space issue when you got, I think, pushing like 3,000 Funkos at this point. It gets a bit crazy to then start taking things out of the box. But yeah, I mentioned there was another Luke. So this one probably looks a bit lame-ish, to be honest, but it does actually. This was from A New Hope, but it does actually come with this.
Okay, yeah, I did just see that bit sticking out, and I was like, is that like part of a TIE fighter or something? But yeah,
I think it goes like this. If I can't remember which way around it is. Yeah, that bullet thing you picked up, I think is. I don't know if it's these ones though. No, they actually look a bit too big. So I think it's these like weird black ones instead. Again, I'll give you guys a close-up look at that. It's just kind of a weird bullet. Pretty sure, yeah. So is that? Well, maybe not. I don't know. So I can kind of hear the mechanism like spring a little bit, unless that's just as far as it goes, and you just. Yeah, kind of eventually got to it.
Maybe.
But you can like fire them all. Not too bad. There's like movement and motion to it. Like, you know, Han using his manoeuvres, or he's veering to the right or whatever it was. There is then
he's probably not going to stand up, is he?
No, probably not. There is a then another similar one like that, which is the Darth Vader one. So here's the Darth figure, which is kind of, well, not quite caked in dust, but it's a little bit dusty. So there he is for you guys with the kind of cloth cape as well, fabric cape, let's say. Not too bad. A lot better looking than Luke, considering these are... Well, at least I think they were similar play sets, like from a similar time period anyway.
Yeah, it looks like it'd be interesting to see what we can find online about these afterwards.
Yeah.
So he's actually got, he's got bendable knee joints.
Yeah, he actually has the joints that you then can sort of sit him in. Yeah, you then kind of have him sort of fly around like that. Like,
Oh, and does he then shoot the missiles?
Yeah, he is the green. I think I've got the other one there, so I can't remember if they... so that clicks in. And then, yeah, sorry about my nose, guys. I think the dust in this box is...
Yeah, maybe we should have, rather than it being a mystery box, we should have given it a bit of a
really sort of playing around. So yeah, you have him... Well, you can actually do a full-on 360 there, and then there's these two buttons at the back. I mean, I don't know if this is a smart idea, if the camera's going to go over, but, you know... Oh, and maybe the mechanism's broken, actually. Oh, that one went. So there goes the second one as well. So yeah, it's got all like stickers at the front. I don't remember. I think they were all like there, kind of like Lego models where you have to stick them on yourself. I guess it is more kiddie-like than.
Yeah, it is more like an actual play feature, isn't it? But
it's like a little Lego playset as opposed to like the UCS. Let's say,
or like one of these newer 18+ display sets.
Yeah.
Dioramas they're now doing.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's still fairly cool. Do you want to have another dig?
Yeah, shall I see what I can get something this time? Kind of felt familiar.
Oh, Chewie.
Everybody's favourite Wookiee.
He's actually got the crossbow even
bowcaster.
Bowcaster, yeah, still attached. Yeah, I don't know if he came with any other accessories, because there's a fair few accessories in here.
Because his bag is actually kind of moulded onto him. It's not actually a separate piece, whereas you might have seen that in some other figures. I feel over time that the bag was actually something that would go over.
He's maybe even darker, right? I feel than.
Yeah, it does look kind of a bit darker than what you might expect of a.
Because I think a lot of these may have been Return of the Jedi. But yeah, if we've had Chewie, I mean, we may as well go with Han next then. He is still with his accessories. Then a rather bent blaster rifle, or whatever the correct designation is, wrapped around him. And is that his? It has a name. Was it DS or something?
Is it DS? Yeah, I can't actually remember his.
Yeah, we'll pop a comment up. I know
he got the Master Replicas one.
Yeah,
up there. So
I know I know it has a designation, doesn't it? But I don't know. What's this black jacket? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I assume, as I said, I haven't touched these for a long time. Maybe the kids, when we looked at these, just put the accessories on. So I have no idea if that's even.
Yeah, that's true.
That's even supposed to be with him. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, again, it's decent figure. Nothing too special, I suppose. Again, when you look at the face, but these are 25-year-old figures, or 25 plus, let's say. One thing I know for sure is this Han figure is definitely Return of the Jedi, because he's actually there in the back as well. So
it's kind of his same pants as well.
Yeah, it's the same, isn't it? Yeah, as the other one. So it's kind of like a cool little feature. The carbonite, again, some stickers and things. A bit of peeling going on there. And in the size, like the life support, I guess, and or vitals or whatever it shows on there. And yeah, he's kind of clipped in, but it's again a really kind of basic. I think it may even be like a similar like head mold, isn't it? I think maybe even the same as the.
I don't know, is it?
Maybe not. Yeah, it's hard.
Actually, looks a little less detailed.
Yeah, maybe the hair's also a little bit darker.
But then if he's just kind of come out of.
Yeah, they done it that way.
Is it supposed to be like he's just been unfrozen and he's got a carbonite sickness? Or.
I guess this figure then actually does go with that one. Leia as a. How do you pronounce it?
Bouche.
How you pronounce it? Does it come? Yeah, it does. I thought so. The helmet pops off.
Yeah, because I think even on the original toy, I'm pretty sure the helmet was.
Yeah. I mean, again, the figurehead looks pretty rubbish, but like again, it's.
Yeah, but it is. Yeah, at this scale and what you're kind of going to expect from these sort of toys, this kind of size, it really does remind me of, because it is just smaller, I think, than like G.I. Joe or like Action Force. But yeah, same sort of detailing, I feel.
The helmet is quite cool. The fact you can take it off as well, I think it's a nice little sort of detail. And it comes with that weird staff type weapon, whatever.
Yeah.
It is exactly.
And she's holding a thermal detonator.
Yeah. So this has absolutely nothing to do with Star Wars. This is from one of my wrestling figures. I even think this is from a banned Al Snow figure, actually. But yeah, I guess I'll show that off on the Geek Lounge eventually if you guys wanted to check that out. But yeah, there's more Return of the Jedi here. Look at the old Bib.
Old Bib Fortuna.
He's no longer around, is he? And
no.
I've got a Gamorrean guard here. It does come with an axe. These two look fairly good, but again, these are like aliens. We've said this even in like modern day statues and things. Sometimes the face molds on
for humans just never quite seem right. But aliens, no matter how still humanoid they look, they still seem to.
I mean, the Gamorrean guard's eyes might be a little bit kind of like weird, but I think you kind of alluded to it a few moments ago, like the scale. It's always going to be difficult to details and paint jobs and things.
Especially with like mass-produced toy for these sort of things.
I don't know if Bib did come with.
It looks like he would have held something. He's kind of got like.
Yeah, there are.
The way his hands curved. But yeah, his outfit's kind of interesting. It's like because it is like obviously like very bendy, and obviously it's kind of split down the side. But I guess that's just how it goes on. But good bit of detailing on there.
Multiple
accessories.
These sorts of things. So maybe he probably came with one of these, a couple of pistols or rifles, whatever. No idea which goes with which.
And that's definitely a stormtrooper.
Yeah, we'll do the stormtrooper next. He's or she, I don't know. Was there females? I guess Captain Phasma. Ugh, this one's got some residue on it though. But
so it looks a bit yellowy.
Yeah, this one's maybe not quite stood the test of time. Yeah, that residue's pretty minging, to be honest. Yeah, there's the stormtrooper. Looks very plain and kind of oldish,
the chest armor looks very kind of over built or over word. It's like
it's like full on, isn't it?
It's like the bodybuilder stormtrooper. It looks way too big compared to the kind of rest of the thing. Like normally I kind of thought back in the day the sort of stormtrooper figures, it was always the head that looked a bit too big. This is definitely like the chest looks like he's been juicing.
That's the Tate Fletcher stormtrooper. We've got 3 left. The next 2, one of them does actually have like that discoloration, or that is actually supposed to be there, like the sandiness here on R2. And he did come with a couple. I think I'm pretty sure you could pop that down, which I think is quite cool. Still working as well. That's a working mechanism. Don't know what that was in the middle, but I think this, you also have like that went in there. I guess it's the barge, is it?
Yeah, it's like, is that not his like the little cutting tool, the spinning blade? Oh
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Is that what he cuts Leia's chain off with? I think.
Yeah, I think that's why he does have some like sand and dust and grime, and the 3POs. Very kind of basic looks. I don't know, like a bit lime greenish to me, don't you think?
Yeah, it might be, but it might be this light as well. Might be kind of, but yeah, it's definitely it's strange. Like the chrome on the head definitely looks more gold.
Yeah,
I feel like around the top. Maybe it has just like weathered a bit of time, but obviously it's I mean it hasn't really chipped or anything. So.
Nah, I think it is the last one. Yeah, it is. Yeah, because everything else in here, you guys don't want to see what's in here. There's like dust and yucky stuff in here. There's another blaster, pistol of some kind there. So plenty of accessories. But the very last figure, guys, is the man himself, Darth Maul, my favourite Sith. And these ones are actually, these were like Phantom Menace releases. I actually bought this, my same friend that gave me the Jabba. I actually think he gave me that because I bought this off him. I think Maul was quite hard to get from us, like locally.
Yeah.
Like the shops, and he had sold it to me, I think, for a little bit of profit. Not too much, maybe like 4 or 5 quid more. But you couldn't get these like in the shops anywhere. And I don't know, I just became a massive... I think you did as well. You got that shrine in your room. Like, Maul for me was just... And Qui-Gon. That's why I think I love Phantom Menace. It's my favourite Jedi,
characters,
my favourite Sith. They came with this kind of chip set, which I think was supposed to... Like, it had sounds in it, essentially.
Oh, okay.
So on the back here, you've actually got, like, name Darth Maul, status Sith Lord apprentice to Darth Sidious. And you can see there is some kind of battery or something in there.
Some kind of chipboard or something.
But I'm not sure. And then on the front, you have a portrait, and then again, you kind of see the chipboard. But I have no idea how it worked. But it kind of gives it a little bit of a funky base.
Yeah.
Funky's the right word, but different than you would normally expect. Yeah, I do feel Maul's cheeks look a little bit fat. I don't know if you kind of feel the same there.
He has that very kind of slimmer jaw.
Yeah. Like he's got a fat bottom face, as we described some of our friends in the past before.
But he's got that similar sort of way that, like, similar to Bib Fortuna's clothing.
I'm gonna get rid of this because it's destroying my sinuses.
So again, it's like that kind of rubbery 2-piece kind of thing that's wrapped around him.
So that's my little kind of collection I had from 25 years ago. I could have sworn, as I said, there was another Luke that came with that Yoda, but I don't know. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it was with the Hoth one, or maybe the Yoda was just by himself. It probably was, actually, to be honest. Yeah, wish I had more, and like anything, wish I had more of today's stuff as well.
Yeah.
And guys, I mean, we do have loads of stuff to show you. This video was just kind of easy. As I said, we were in the loft. we found this box, found a bunch of different boxes, and we're like, let's take a look at these. It'd be cool. But we've got so much planned. Like, so you do have a pretty vast lightsaber collection.
Yeah.
You do have a pretty vast helmet collection. And we just want to kind of make that clear because you guys are just seeing Funko Pops. Yes, I added some of the Star Wars signed stuff here, so it was tried to be a bit more Star Warsy. But we're also kind of planning a display elsewhere that we eventually want to use here for the Mudhorn Cantina, and this will essentially remain the Geek Lounge display, just so it's a bit different for you guys. Because if you didn't know, we do. I mean, we've said it 2 or 3 times already. We do have our other channel, our kind of first, more established channel. But we want to grow this one as well. Pure Star Wars. As I said, there's so much to do. It's just there's a lot of planning with those videos. Like, I don't mean to sound, we've got all this stuff, yada yada yada, but we kind of have. There's lots to show, but it's planning around it as well. Like lightsabers, there's easily 30 plus.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, from older Hasbro ones, the Galaxy's Edge, even some
Master
actual replica ones.
Proper stuff, and helmets as well. Probably 30, close to 30 helmets as well.
Probably not far off.
To do all that, it just kind of requires a bit more planning and things. So, we've got those to come. Collection tour, something we'd love to do, but there's so much of the collection is in the loft.
Yeah.
So much of it is kind of literally just over there in the other room. I guess there's a bit here. It's like a bit everywhere, isn't it, so to speak.
Yeah, once we get the new display kind of up and get some more shelving up, hopefully it'll be
That's the thing, we're getting, you guys, we never show you the other lounge area, but we just ordered a whole bunch of shelving, so a lot more stuff will be going up at some point.
Yeah, because that's all really the space we have left in the wall space. So.
Yeah, and luckily we do have quite a bit of wall space.
Yeah.
So we've got, just lots of stuff to come. Is kind of a long-winded point, I guess I'm trying to make. And well, Cantina patrons, that brings us to the end of this episode. First and foremost, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend with us here on the Mudhorn Cantina. It is very much appreciated. We hope you did enjoy the episode. If so, be sure to give it a thumbs up and drop some comments below. Let us know, do you guys own some old school Star Wars figures, whether it's from the 70s and 80s, or even some of these from like 25 years ago? And as I said before, we've got plenty more Star Wars goodness on the way for you guys. We drop new episodes every single Tuesday, so if you're as big a fan of Star Wars as we are, make sure you stay tuned. What is the easiest way to stay tuned, you ask? It's very simple. Subscribe. Click, smash that subscribe button and enable those notifications so you don't miss out on any of that future content. Guys, thanks again for watching today's video, and as always,
may the Force be with you.